What is up, guys? The Great Wall back at again with another video. Today we are here with a Add a Legend challenge. It is going to be the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is a very okay-ish team. They've got some guys. They've got Skeens, which is amazing. Dennis Santana is solid. Ryan O'Hearn is solid. Brandon Lowe's solid. Connor Griffin, he's okay. He's not the best in the world at this exact moment, but he's solid. O'Neal Cruz is okay. Brian Reynolds is okay. Um, Jared Jones is solid. I mean, they've got some guys. But yeah, we're going to sim the first year as their test year, and then we're kind of just going to go from there. So, yeah. All right, we're at the Home Run Derby. The team is actually doing pretty well. No one from the team here, but they're currently first at 52 and 45, which is just insane. Skeens is doing what he does. Who else do we have? No, Dennis Santana is kind of crazy, in my opinion. Anyone else that we may know? No. Alright, that's fine. Let's just finish out the year, see how they do. Alright, so on their own, they went 90 and 72, which is nuts. Think that's definitely a fluke. Skeens, yeah, it's because Skeens had an amazing year with 22 wins. Skeens Cy Young, Skeens MVP. Yeah, let's see how the rest of the team did. Marcelo Zuna, I forgot he was here. He's actually a very good hitter in this game. O'Neal Cruz with a 4.2, Reynolds with a 3.5, Bart with a 3.2, not bad. 2.6 from Ozuna, 2.6 from Triolo, 2.5 from Hearn. Horwitz. I mean, wow, the team just, it was kind of just, everyone did a job, for the most part. Schemes with a 6.8, and then literally, like, nothing else. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Let's see how they do in the playoffs. I'm assuming they get swept. No, they move on. Oh my god, there's no way they do it already. Okay. Alright. I was going to say, let's chill out a little bit, but wow. The fact that they made it this far is insane. And if the Dodgers would have lost Miami, we might have been going to the World Series. So, let's go add a legend to this team. Alright, the first legend we are adding is Honus Wagner. I didn't realize he was 35 years old on this card, so I'm going to probably fix that after this year. Unless I can fix it now. We'll see if I can fix it now. I also made a couple positional changes, slash roster changes. I made sure Jared Jones was on the 40-man. I moved O'Neal Cruz to right, Connor Griffin to center, and Brian Reynolds to left. One thing that I will say before we get too far into this is that for this year, I'm being more strict. Legend is someone who is no longer active, so you will not be seeing Andrew McCutchen in this video because he's still active on the Rangers. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. All right, we're at the Home Run Derby. We're right about where we were last year record-wise. See how the team is doing, though. Yeah, but this time, that's the thing with the NL Central is that one year, 52 is 4 games ahead, and the next year, 51 games is 6 games back. So, yeah. Who do we have here? I'm assuming it's going to be Honus Wagner. We got Dennis Santana. Yeah, Honus Wagner. Is he going down? He is going down and stuff. So after this year, I'll make sure to lower his age a little bit. But he's doing very well. Anyone else? No. All right, that's fine. Let's finish out the rest of the year strong. See if we can make it back to the playoffs. Okay, so we got brought back down to earth. We finished 81 and 81. This is more our speed. Honus Wagner, great year. Paul Skeens back down on planet Earth, unfortunately. Obviously would like for him to always have, good years. Wagner with an 8.4, Brian Reynolds with a 4.4. The team still did very well. Just not as outstanding as they did last year. So, yeah, Skeens had a 4.4 WAR. Mitch Keller with a 3.1, not bad. Chandler with a 1.8. Yeah, oh, I also changed Carmen Ladinsky, or whatever his name is, to a relief pitcher. Yeah, let's go add another legend. I think we're in a good spot, though. I think we're in a good spot. Let's go add another one. All right, this might be probably not who you were expecting next, but we are going to add Jason Kendall to this team. We needed a catcher. Joey Bart is okay, but we need someone elite, and that's what Jason Kendall is. 3-time All-Star, almost won Rookie of the Year. I mean, he was very good. So, yeah. I couldn't change Honus Wagner's age, so I just dropped down his MLB service time and hope that does what we needed to. So, yeah. Yeah. I'll see you guys at the All-Star break. All right, we're having a much better year. We're at the home run derby. No one here from our team. That's all right. Um, we should be. Yep, we're first in the division. Honus Wagner and Jason Kendall both doing their job. Skeens also here, which is nice to see. Jason Kendall hitting 313 home runs. Yeah. And then we also had Honus Wagner hitting 300. His stats are still going to drop. I think it's just something we're going to have to deal with, unfortunately. Marcelo Zuna is also here, which is crazy. Yeah. And that's going to be it for our All-Stars. So let's finish out the year strong, see if we can make it back to the playoffs. All right, so we finished 86 and 76, make it as a wild card team. Skeens led the league in WHIP. Jason Kendall, wow. Wow. Okay, 22 home runs might be a lot for him, but you know what? That's okay with me. Ryan O'Hearn also had a great year. Skeens wins the Cy Young. Kendall wins the batting title. We saw that. Let's see how their WAR numbers look at this point. Kendall with an 8. Wow. Honus Wagner with a 6.9. Lowe with a 4.4. O'Hearn with a 3.3. Jared Chiolo 3.2. I mean, he's always very solid. I don't know how, but yeah. Connor Griffin with a 2. Good for him. Honus Wagner is, of course, falling off a cliff, which sucks. I wish there was a way to change his age, but there's not. Pitching wise, Skeens had a phenomenal year. Obviously, won a Cy Young. 5 WAR from him. Braxton Ashcraft with a 2.4. Bubba Chandler with a 1.2. All right. Without further ado, let's get into these playoffs. We beat the Padres. We're gonna beat the Braves. Come on, take it on Chicago. 22-3. Wow. Come on. And we lose. We had the upper hand, but we do lose. That sucks. All right, let's go add another legend. We're right there. Yeah. All right, the next legend we are going to add is Ralph Kiner. Yeah, he was a beast for the Pittsburgh Pirates for honestly a lot shorter than I thought. I thought he was here for a lot longer. But he was a beast nonetheless. So we do add him to the team. He's going to take over in left field. Yeah. See if he can do a job. See if we can make it further in the playoffs this year. All right, we're at the home run derby. The team is doing very well. No one here, though. James Wood was there, though. Like to see that. All-star voting, we do have Honus Wagner, Ralph Kiner, Jason Kendall. No Skeens this time around. Dennis Santana's here, though. Jason Kendall, wow, he's a beast. Honus Wagner doing his thing. Ralph Kiner out in left field doing his thing, hitting 307. 25 bombs, we like that. Yeah, team's doing very well. Let's just finish out the rest of the year. All right, we win 101 games. We go 101-61. Beautiful season. Skeens did his thing. Jason Kendall. Wow, all Jason Kendall. Wow, 357 is nuts. Bubba Chandler, Rookie of the Year. Jason Kendall batting title. Yeah, very solid. I guess whoever made this guy, yeah, gave him MLB service time. For reference, I did not make the Jason Kendall. That was someone else. But I did change the stats to kind of align with what I wanted. Kendall with a 10.5. Okay, he might be a little bit overpowered. Just like a little bit overpowered. Honus Wagner with a 9.7. Ralph Kiner with a 5.7. Brandon Lowe with a 3.9. Spencer Horwitz with a 3. Good for him. Why is Ryan O'Hearn not playing? Wow, Connor Griffin sucked. Holy shit. Yeah, pitching-wise, Jared Jones had a good year, it looks like. Skeens with a 4.9, Braxton Ashcraft 2.6, Chandler and Jones with a 1.6, Rich Keller with a 1.4. I mean, not a bad year. See if we can get it done in the playoffs. We do have a bye, taking on the Phillies. And they're going to just dog walk us. Holy. All right, let's go add another guy. All right, the next legend we are adding. I know it took us a while to get to him, but it is Roberto Clemente. I mean, he had to be here. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, hold on. I'm supposed to be putting him at third. I know that sounds crazy, but if you don't know, right fielders that have great arms are phenomenal third basemen in this game, and that's what Roberto Clemente is. He can still play the outfield, obviously, but the purposes of this, he's going to be our third baseman. Yeah, and I think everything else is fine. Yeah. That is something that I do a lot, is get good right fielders and make them third baseman. You'll see it a lot with Acuna, when I ever get Acuna. So, yeah. we're gonna go ahead sim. I think this team could definitely make it to the World Series at least. So let's see. All right, we're at the Home Run Derby. The team is doing phenomenally. We don't have anyone in the Home Run Derby. Um, the team is doing insanely well. We're 67 and 30. The entire left side of the field is ours. Unfortunately, Skeens gets booted out because other teams need to have a all-star. Dennis Santana's here. Jason Kendall doing his thing. He's been way too good. Clemente hitting 304, doing his thing. Honus Wagner, I mean, Jesus, this team is insane. Ralph Kiner. Yeah, the team is nuts. Let's just finish out the year. This is the year we got to win a World Series. All right, we finished 105 and 57. We actually won the last 8 games, which is nuts. Um, League leaders, Skeens, yes, that's what I like to see from Skeens. Honus Wagner holds on for an entire year. That's beautiful. This has to be the year. Skeens, Cy Young, Wagner, Hank Aaron, Bubba Chandler, Rookie of the Year, Wagner batting title. I mean, this is exactly what we needed. Kiner was third for the MVP, which is beautiful. I mean, the team did very well. A lot of 30 home run hitters here. Brandon Lowe with 30 home runs is not what I was expecting, to put it very lightly. Check out the WAR numbers. You know the drill. Honus Wagner with a 10-9, Clemente with an 8-6, Kendall with an 8-2, Kiner with a 5-6, O'Neal Cruz with a 3-8, Ozuna with a 3-4, Lowe with a 2-8, Jake Mangum with a 2-2, Reynolds with a 2-1. I mean, the team just did very well, except for Ryan O'Hearn, who did very mid. See the pitcher WAR numbers. Skeens with a 6, Jared Jones with a 2-7, Keller with a 2-1, Chandler with a 1-7. I mean, team did very well. Very, very well. See if we can do a job here against the Cubs. And we get swept. Wow. All right. Let's add another legend. All right, the next legend we are adding is John Candelaria. I did not make this player model. So, yeah, if it doesn't look right, don't come after me. But yeah, he's here. He's going to make our rotation even better. So, yeah, let's see how we can do this year. All right, the team is doing very well. We're at the Home Run Derby. Roberto Clemente's here. I forgot to make him a third baseman. That's fine. Just let him do his thing right then. Maybe O'Neal Cruz will go play third if I need to. We're 73 and 24. Kiner, Wagner, Candelaria, Kendall, and Clemente all doing their thing. Dennis Santana, great job from him too. Who do we have? Wagner, very good. Kiner, very good. And Clemente. So wait, where's Jason? No Jason Kendall? Okay, he's on the thing, but other teams need them. So yeah, all right, let's finish out the year strong. All right, we finished 113 and 49. Insane numbers. Skeens and Candelaria did a phenomenal job. Honus, Wagner, and Clemente. Yeah, I think Clemente will stay in right field. As much as I like to move right field is third, I mean he's so good in right. Santana delivery man of the year. Hank Aaron goes to Clemente, and batting title goes to Clemente. How did 57 saves? Don't tell me. Only 3 blown saves for him. I mean, you know what? That is phenomenal. That is very phenomenal work. Wow. All right, that will play. Um, yeah, let's take a look at the player stats. The team is at the point where we need to start winning some World Series. Jason Wagner with a 9-2, or Jason Wagner, Honus Wagner 9-2, Jason Kendall 8-2, Clemente 7-9, Kiner 5-5, and then the rest of the guys did what they needed to do. Connor Griffin had a solid year. John Candelaria 21 wins, 4.8 for him. Skeens with a 4.7, Mitch Keller with a 2.2, Bubba Chandler with a 2, Dennis Santana with a 1.6, kind of rounding out the squad. Right, we need to do well this playoff run. We're taking on either Chicago or the Mets. We're taking on the Mets. Steamroll them, thank you. Now the Dodgers. It's going to be very tough. Come on. We're right there. We are right there. All right, let's go add another player. All right, the next legend we have added is Roy Face. He is, I think, their all-time leader in saves. I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure he is, though. I didn't make him, so yeah, but we do have a much better closer now. Dennis Santana moves to the bullpen. It's going to just elevate our entire bullpen, which is nice. Yeah, hopefully this is the missing piece that we need. All right, we're at the Home Run Derby. The team is not doing very well. I'm not going to say very well, but not as good as they should be doing. We only have 58 wins. We're not even first in our division. The team is just not performing. John Candelaria is here. Mason Montgomery's here. They not have. Don't tell me they don't have Roy Face closing. Jason Kendall. Wait, yeah, because no, he only has holds. Jason Kendall's doing well. Okay, Honus Wagner's here, just not very good. Ralph Kiner's also here. Just James Wood is being an absolute menace, and I love it. No Clemente, though. All right, let's just finish out the year. Hopefully, we can just kind of turn it around before the playoffs. All right, we finished 101-61, so we do turn it around. We are a wild card team, though. Chicago won 102 games. Dodgers won 104, which is nuts. Skeens, John Candelaria did their thing. Jason Kendall, and Jason Kendall. Skeens, Cy Young, that's about it. James Wood MVP, I love it. Oh my god, he jumped up 6 overalls in 1 year. Plus 14 for contact versus lefties. Plus 6 for right. Wow. Wow. His power numbers jumped off. Oh my god, dude. James Wood, the GOAT. Alright, let's take a look at our guys. Sorry, I needed to have a moment with James Wood there. Kendall with a 9.4, Clemente with a 5.7, Wagner 5.6, Kiner 5.2. Do we not have Roberto? Where's? Oh, okay, he's right here. I'm losing my mind a little bit. Pitching wise, Candelaria and Skeens had solid seasons, 5.1 and 5 respectively. Ashcraft with a 2.3, Jones with a 1.7. Mason Montgomery had a phenomenal year. How did Roy Face do? 37 saves, 1 hold. How many blown saves? Had to have been a lot. 9. Yeah. Yeah, that explains a lot about this season. Yeah. All right, let's get to the playoffs. We need to do a job here against the Diamondbacks. Okay, we beat them, so nice and easy. Now we got to take on the Dodgers. And they're going to pack us up in 5, even though we were honestly so close. I mean, the 3 games we lost were by 1, and the games we won, we destroyed them. We're right there. Like, we need to start winning them, though. All right. All right, the next player we added is Willie Stargell. Basically, what I did is I took his 87 overall card and I boosted it using his other card. Yeah. So hopefully he can do a job for us. He should be an absolute beast. Very good pirate all time. So, yeah. All right, we're at the Home Run Derby. Team is not doing as well. They're about the same as last year, 16-37, but we are first in the division. Clemente, Stargell, Kendall, and Kiner all doing great jobs. Roy Face, we need to figure it out. Jason Kendall doing his thing. Stargell doing a great job in his first year here. Honus Wagner is the backup shortstop. Kiner we saw. Clemente we saw. So, yeah, let's finish out the year strong. All right, we finished with 106 wins, so huge second half. Hopefully that means we will be World Series contenders now. Clemente, Skeens do a great job. Clemente batting title. Stargell third for the MVP, which is great. Phenomenal year from him. 8.5 for Clemente. Wagner with a 7.8. Kiner with a 7.7. Kendall with a 6. Stargell with a 5.5. O'Neal Cruz with a 4.5 at third base. If you didn't know, I moved him over to third base. So I want Connor Griffin to play. Future legend, hopefully. Candelaria with a 4.2. Skeens with a 4. Jones with a 1.7. Gregory Soto had a good year. How did Roy Face do? I mean, come on. 45 saves. Okay, you know what? That's a lot better. A lot better of a season. So, come on. This has to be a year that we do a job. Padres. Dude, we've only got... Let me see. We've got 3 legends left to add. We're not looking too hot here. Alright, the next legend we've added is Dave Parker. He's going to hold it down in right field. Clemente moves to center, so we need to win a World Series. Keep it short, we need to win a World Series. Alright, we're at the Home Run Derby. Got Stargell and Kiner here, which is nice. Team is 68-29. Oh, wow. As you can see, our team is doing phenomenal. The guys are doing what they're supposed to, so we're not going to go in and look at each one. Hopefully, we can just finish out the year strong, win our first World Series. Alright, we win 116 games. That's what I need to see. We're going to keep this short. Skeens, Mitch Keller, and John Candelaria. Roy Face led the league in saves. Willie Stargell did his thing. Honus Wagner did his thing. Roy Face, Delivery Man of the Year. Cy Young goes to Skeens. Roy Face, Rookie of the Year as a closer is crazy. Stargell MVP. Batting title goes to Wagner. Yeah, come on. We're not even going to go too crazy in depth here. We need to win a World Series. Mets, just get out of the way. Phillies, come on. Yes. Baltimore. Thank you. We won our first World Series. We still got a chance for 2 more. Stargell, MVP of the World Series. Playoff MVP goes to Kiner. Great job from those 2 guys. We still have a shot for 2 more, so let's see if we can get it done. Alright, the next player, the second to last one we added is Babe Adams. I did make this card myself, so if you guys don't agree with it, let me know down in the comments. Yeah, this should get us another World Series, upgrading our starting pitching, so let's hope for the best. Alright, we're at the Home Run Derby. Team is doing pretty well. Kiner, Willie Stargell doing their thing as usual. See who we have in the All-Star game. There we go. We've got a lot of guys, which is good. We're going to go in because I feel like we're missing a few. A few players that should be here. Roy Face is here. Jason Kendall I saw was on it. Willie Stargell. Don't have a second baseman. No O'Neal Cruz. Wagner we saw. Kiner we saw. Clemente we saw. No Dave Parker. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, let's just finish out the season strong. We are currently in first. Just try to keep it that way. Alright, we won 112 games, which is obviously beautiful. See how the guys did. Skeens, Babe Adams. Wow, yeah, the 2 of them. Roberto Clemente, Honus Wagner, Ralph Kiner. The offense is doing its job. We're not going to go... Oh, hold on. We have award winners. Let me not go too fast. Skeens wins the Cy Young. Kiner wins the Hank Aaron. Babe Adams, Rookie of the Year. MVP goes to Ralph Kiner. Batting title goes to Ralph Kiner. We had the top 3 guys. I mean, come on. That doesn't automatically give us a World Series. I don't know what does. Cubs. No way. Thank you. Dodgers. Come on. Dodgers are going to be tough. And we smoke them. Come on. Boston, this needs to be a sweep. Wow. And we lose to the... We go up 2-0, and then we just immediately drop the next 4. That is not ideal. Brandon Lowe, playoff MVP. Wilson Contreras for the Red Sox World Series MVP. All right. We have 1 more player to add. 1 season left. See if we can win 1 more. All right, the final legend we have added is Wilbur Cooper. I also made him, so if you don't agree with the stats, let me know. For Cooper and for Babe Adams, I just left them with the original pitch mix because, yeah, I don't know what they threw, and I'm assuming they didn't throw anything special. So, yeah, honestly, we need to win this World Series. All right, we're at the Home Run Derby. The team is doing pretty well. Stargell, Kiner. I'm sorry. When I meant pretty well, I meant extremely well. We're 76-21. The entire team is basically here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of the legends we added are here. Yeah, we're not going to go in. Let's just finish out the year strong. Get this thing done. I want 1 more World Series. We're projected 114 wins. I mean, come on. All right, we won 117 games. I mean, the team is nuts. We know that. Skeens, Wilbur Cooper. He definitely won Rookie of the Year. Stargell, Kendall. Yeah, I mean, come on. Come on. Cooper wins the Cy Young. Stargell wins the Hank Aaron. Cooper wins Rookie of the Year. Stargell wins MVP. Kendall wins the batting title. Come on. 22-2 out of Cooper. I do want to actually see. Did we have multiple 20 winners? No, only 1. That's all right though. All right, come on. This has got to be the year. Cubs. Thank you. Dodgers. Please. Thank you. Houston. We have a problem. There we go. We win our final World Series. Kiner World Series MVP. Brandon Lowe playoff MVP in a team full of legends. We like to see that. That being said, though, we got 2 out of 11 technically, which is okay. Wish we could have won a couple more. We definitely probably should have. But it is what it is. Thank you guys as always for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace.